You ever been in a relationship where it feels like every little thing turns into a disagreement? Like you love each other, but the vibe is always 1 second away from tension? You're not crazy, and you're not alone. Constant butting heads in a relationship can be confusing, draining, and honestly, it'll make you question everything. So today on Vibes and Chemistry, we're talking about why you and your partner keep clashing, what it really means, and most importantly, what the hell you can do about it before it burns everything down. Segment 1, is butting heads always a bad thing? Let's start here. Disagreeing isn't always bad. In fact, if you never disagree, that might be a red flag too. You're either not being honest or somebody's hiding parts of themselves to keep the peace. And that's not connection, that's just quiet tension. But constant arguing, constant tension, that's not just personality differences, that's a deeper issue. The key is to figure out what kind of conflict you're having. Is it surface level stuff that keeps stacking up? Miscommunication that turns small moments into big fights? Or are you dealing with deeper, unresolved issues that keep resurfacing in new ways? Not all conflict is created equal. Some conflict can actually help you grow and push you to understand each other better. That's healthy. But when it becomes chronic, when it's happening all the time and leaving both of you drained, that's not just about the arguments. It's about the emotional environment you're living in. And if your relationship starts to feel like you're constantly recovering from the last fight, that's a sign it's time to slow down and figure out what's really going on. Segment 2, what's actually underneath the arguments. Most fights in a relationship aren't really about what they seem to be about. That argument about who left the dishes in the sink, that's not about dishes. It's about feeling unheard, unappreciated, or like one person's always cleaning up the other's mess, literally and emotionally. Behind the bickering, there's almost always something deeper. Insecurity, feeling overlooked, built-up resentment, unspoken needs that never get voiced until they come out as anger. And here's the twist. Both people usually feel misunderstood. You're sitting there thinking, why don't they get me? While they're sitting there thinking the exact same thing. Now you're not solving anything. You're just reacting to each other's pain. This is where emotional intelligence comes in. Because before you go back and forth about the thing, you've got to ask yourself, what's the feeling behind this fight? What's this really about? Your partner says, you never spend time with me anymore. You hear, you don't care about this relationship. You never want to be around me, ever. But what they really meant by saying you never spend time with me was, I miss you, and I don't know how to say it without sounding needy. See how fast a moment of vulnerability can get buried under defense. And now you are both arguing about tone, when the root was just someone needing more closeness. So the next time you bump heads, try this. Instead of reacting right away, ask yourself, what am I really feeling? And what are they actually trying to say underneath all this heat? That one pause could stop an entire argument before it even starts. Segment 3, are you fighting or competing? Some couples are always fighting because they're secretly competing with each other, and they don't even realize it. Who's right more often? Who sacrifices more? Who's more logical or mature in arguments? That's not love, that's a power struggle. And when love turns into a scoreboard, nobody wins. Instead of asking, how do I win this? Try asking, how do we win together? That shift from me versus you to us versus the problem changes everything. And if one or both of you can't let your guard down enough to stop competing, that's a trust issue that needs attention. Segment 4, how are you really communicating? Let's talk about how you are actually talking to your partner, because most of us weren't taught how to fight fair. We learned to shut down, yell, deflect, hit below the belt, whatever got us through. So when it comes to communication, are you actually listening, or are you just waiting for your turn to respond? Are you hearing what they're saying, or just reacting to how it makes you feel? Your partner says, I feel like you don't prioritize me lately. You respond, so you think I am a bad partner? Boom, argument. But if you really heard them, you'd say, tell me what's been making you feel that way. That shift from defensiveness to curiosity is where the healing happens. Segment 5, what you can do to break the cycle. Okay, so what do you actually do when you are stuck in this pattern, when it feels like every conversation turns into a clash. First, hit pause. When things get heated, don't try to push through it just to get it over with. That usually leads to people saying things they don't mean, or worse, things they do mean but haven't said with care. Hit pause. Say, I need 20 minutes to cool down and think, and come back with more clarity. Next, own your part. It's easy to point fingers, but emotional maturity means asking, how did I contribute to this moment? Maybe your tone was off. Maybe you didn't actually listen. Maybe you were already tense from something else. Owning your piece softens the energy. It makes it safer for both of you to reflect and not just react. Create space for emotional check-ins. Don't just wait until a blow-up happens to talk about your needs. Set aside time weekly, even 15 minutes, to say, here's how I've been feeling lately. What about you? This helps you catch tension before it turns into conflict. And lastly, set boundaries around how you argue. Yelling, personal attacks, bringing up old stuff from 5 months ago, that's gotta stop. Make a pact that you'll talk with respect, even when emotions are high. And if one of you crosses a line, take a break, regroup, come back when it's calm again. Segment 6. Conflict doesn't mean it's over. Here's the truth. Conflict doesn't mean your relationship is broken, but constant, unproductive conflict, that's a sign your connection needs work. Do you keep fighting the same fight over and over with different words? Do you leave every disagreement feeling unheard, drained, or further apart? That's not about love. It's about how feelings are being communicated. You can fight and still be solid, as long as there's growth behind it. What matters is how you come back together. Are you learning each other more deeply after each disagreement, or just building up walls? Healthy relationships aren't built on perfection. They're built on repair. So if you and your partner keep butting heads, ask yourself, are we still showing up for each other after the arguments? Are we growing? Or are we just stuck in a loop of reacting, regretting, and resetting? Conflict doesn't mean it's over, but ignoring the patterns, that's how the relationship quietly fades. The real win is learning to fight in a way that still protects the relationship. All right, everyone, I need to hear from you on this. Have you ever been in a relationship where money was a major issue? Did y'all work through it, or was it a deal breaker? Drop your stories in the comments. I'll be reading and responding. And if this video hit home, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we're talking real relationship issues over here. Until next time, stay vibing, stay growing, and remember, chemistry is everything. Peace.